So in this video, I want to cover 10 things that I recommend that you sell on Facebook Marketplace. It doesn't matter if you're reselling, it doesn't matter if you're drop shipping here in August, okay? Now, this video is a little bit late. We're already a third of the way through August, but I still think it'll help a lot of you out because there's still 2/3 of the month left, obviously, and these aren't like products that I don't think will just like die off at the end of August. I think they'll obviously be, here to stay for the next 2-3 weeks. And then probably for like at least a month or two beyond that. None of these are really too, well, some of them are, but none of them are really too like, right now, like summary type of things specifically, okay? So the first one is tennis balls, and tennis balls have not just been selling, not just something that have been selling really well for me on Facebook Marketplace, they've been selling well for me everywhere, okay? And it was funny because I was golfing the other day, and my fiance is actually taking tennis lessons now, and she was basically saying that her instructor was saying that there's a shortage of tennis balls, which makes a lot of sense to me because they've been flying off the shelves, well, I guess like the online shelves in all my stores, okay? So there's a shortage. They seem to be selling very, very well. Sell tennis balls. There you go. That's number one, okay? The ones that I was selling really well, I forget the brand name of them. There's a couple of different ones. Just list a bunch, okay? Number two is yarn winders, like little tabletop yarn winders. Don't really know much about them. I listed a bunch of them randomly, just trying them out, and like one or two of them picked up, and the one is just reselling over and over and over again. So I don't know if that listing just got a lot of traction, or if yarn winders are, really hot right now, or like it's that time of the year. I really don't know, but they've been selling well for me this past month of July and still into early August. I don't think I've gotten one in the last day or two, but up in the beginning of August, I think I have sold, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 of them roughly. That's just a guess, but they were selling really, really well in July, and they're still selling in August, yarn winders. Number 3 is bicycle accessories. So really anything bicycle accessories. I'm thinking like replacement pedals. I'm thinking like, almost like I used to say like tire valves for bicycle or for cars. Tire valves for bikes, like really cool, like flashy looking ones, and like all sorts of ones that you can kind of put on your bike. Those have been selling well. Little like packs that you can stick on the back of your bike to store stuff. Those sell well. What else? The mounts for like your phone, I guess. It doesn't matter if you just want to stick your phone there, or maybe like you're like, a DoorDash person in the city. I guess type of people buy them. Like lights for the inside of your bicycle spokes. Literally all bike accessories. That's why I didn't just pick one. Seem to be selling really, really well for me, and they've been selling really, really well for me for the past month or two at least, honestly, okay? So bike accessories, list them. They sell well. Another one that I've heard a lot of other people talk about, but same with me, are pool and hot tub floating sanitizers. So it's pretty much anything pool. For a while there, for like last month and the month before, it was like pool heaters and like pool filters. Now it's pretty much like, I think, pool ladders, like for like above ground pool ladders. And then obviously like pool and hot tub floating sanitizers seem to be selling really well. So list those. They seem to be selling pretty well recently, okay? Pergolas, I honestly didn't even know what this was, but now I do, obviously. So pergola is basically just like the backdrop, I think, where you get married. I should know that. I am engaged. I'm going to get married. So a pergola, I guess because it's like outdoorsy and a lot of people are getting married. It's outdoorsy. It's like nice out, and like that's like perfect for like an outdoor wedding. A lot of people buy them, and they seem to be selling really well now, okay? And I'm not talking about like super expensive pergolas, although you could try that. I don't think I ever really have. I'm talking like anywhere from like cheap ones from like $30 all the way up to like $100. I'm not talking like multiple $100s here. These are usually like in that $30 to $100 price point range, okay? So that's number 5. Number 6 are small blow-up, like foldable swimming pools. So the ones like the kiddie pools that blow up, that you stick in the backyard, that aren't that big, as well as the ones that like literally fold and you can fill up, both for dogs and for kids, seem to be selling really well. So that's number 6. Number 7 is car utility vacuums, and the ones that have been really selling well for me recently are not just the ones that like you can plug in, although those have been selling, are really the handheld ones that are almost like handheld vacuums that you can just like take, and they're battery powered or they're chargeable, and you can just really just get in your car and start vacuuming. I guess because it's nice out. a lot more people are seeing how dirty their cars are. They want to keep them in good shape because they're out, traveling a lot more. I don't know what it is, but those seem to be selling really well as well. Pop-up tents, so this is twofold. So pop-up tents for kids, like in the playroom, sell well, and pop-up tents for like camping or outdoors type of activities. Those also seem to be selling well as well. So pop-up tents, again, both kids for like the playroom and like little teepees, as well as pop-up tents for like hiking and camping and stuff like that also sell really well. One from last month that I didn't actually put in last month, but definitely was selling really, really well last month is canoes and kayaks. I think I put it in the video before last month. Didn't put it in last month's video, but they're still selling well. They've been selling well in July. They sold well, obviously, here in August, and they sold well in June as well. So canoes, kayaks, and you can get really like kind of creative here. Like you can go for like the blow up ones that are really cheap for like $100, or you can go like all the way to like the full stop ones for like $400 and then mark them up, obviously, assuming you can stay below like that $500 price point, which the majority of us have shipping option up until $500, right? I think some people have it up until $1,000. I'm not one of those people on either of my accounts. So if that's you, then list it higher by all means. But if you are, one of the people that are hindered by that $500 threshold and you can't ship above that, then obviously that comes into play with something like this, right? And really anything that goes above there. And finally, number 10 is floating wall shelves. I don't know why they sell well right now. They've been selling well for like the past 2 weeks now. I listed a bunch of them just on a whim. And a couple of them took off. So literally like just, I guess, shelves that like you screw into the wall and just like sit on there on like the wall, like in certain designs, and don't really have anything underneath them. They're just like held into the wall with screws. Okay. So to recap, you have tennis balls. I'm telling you, tennis balls sell well, and there's a shortage. Yarn winders, bicycle accessories, literally any type of bike accessories, pool and hot tub floating sanitizers, wedding pergolas, I'm on 5, wedding pergolas, smaller blow up like pools for kids and foldable pools for kids, that is 6, not 7. 7 is like car utility vacuums, so the ones that plug in, but also the handheld ones that charge and have batteries. Number 8 is pop-up tents, kids playroom tents, as well as outdoor camping, outdoor hiking tents that you can obviously just like pack up or take with you to set up camp somewhere. Canoes and kayaks, and floating wall shelves. So I really hope that helps. Again, like I say in all these videos, don't just go out and list like one of them and see if it works, and then when it doesn't work, think that like that type of product doesn't work. Go out, find a couple of suppliers, find a couple of different variations for these types of products, list a couple suppliers, list a couple variations, and see what works for you. All right? So I hope this helps, guys. Give me a thumbs up if you appreciate the value in today's video. If you have any questions, comment them down below, and I'll see you in the next one.